problem? Men. Men leave.
Are men trash?
Man or a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creatures.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Man or a bear?
Horrible.
It's because
Men
a
are the
man
problem.
done
Men.
did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creatures.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Man or a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creatures.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Man or a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creatures.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Man or a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Okay, so hope you guys had a good week last week. Let's get started with tonight's live. So I have a few videos on deck. I think they will be good ones, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys enjoy. I've said this multiple times when I do, Kendrick G reactions. What do good men get? We constantly see this, that women, they go through the carousel. They get older, more used up, more bitter, become baby mamas. And what do you get? What do you get from it? Good men get bottom of the barrel women. It's like, to be a good man, what are you getting from it? Women that are used up, women that are more traumatized, walls, they have higher expectations. You need to be better. You need to put more effort. It's like you get so little, you have to put so much into it. So we'll talk more about that. So let's get started. Let's check this one out.
Ladies, stop having so much anxiety over when you're going to bring up the exclusivity talk. Exclusivity is your biggest asset. You're going to eliminate all the competition that your man faces for what? Not an engagement ring, which is essentially a down payment or financial goodwill. Being a girlfriend is a scam. I mean, you're giving away wifey benefits like unlimited free sex, which I recently found out, sex workers charge $1,000 for 1 hour. For what? So you can end up like that girl who moved her and her boyfriend to Texas, depleted her life savings because he wanted to move back to his family in Texas just to dump her when they got there. The Bridgertons had it right. You should be entertaining multiple suitors until one of them makes you a proper offer, i.e. engagement ring. And then you guys can live together and do the practice run for a year. But at least he's made a show of goodwill. But you're wondering, what man would agree to that? Well, they'll start agreeing to it as soon as we understand our self-worth and hold it back. Don't you ever forget the power of the P. We can dictate the terms of this dating market. Ladies, stop having so much anxiety.
That's the insanity of women. Power. There's no power anymore. There's no. Because after the whole sexual freedom liberation, there's no power. There's no power. Plenty of men already have it. Well, we'll break this thing down. This is insanity. This is the thing where I've said this countless time before. These are the women that are destroying the next generations of women. These are the women that are broken. I'm going to talk more about her content in future videos because she's interesting, a little bit interesting. She just had a boyfriend, an ex that cheated on her. Who is she to talk about? Who is she to have any kind of substantial voice in this thing, because obviously she fails at it. Her talking points, right? Things that she's saying has not really bared any fruits. So we'll definitely. I want to react to her videos in the future because I think it'll be fun. But let's break this one down.
Over when you're going to bring up the exclusivity talk. Exclusivity is your biggest asset. You're going to eliminate all the competition that your man faces for what? Not an engagement ring, which is essentially a down payment or financial goodwill. Being a girlfriend is a scam. I mean, you're giving.
First of all the competition he faces. This is a thing. If you are a man of self-respect, if you're a man of value, a man that's getting to his value, nah, you ain't playing that game. She wants to date a bunch of other men, cool. Let her. This is the thing where I'm big in promoting men to have some self-respect. If she wants a roster of men that she's dealing with, that she's like, I'm going on a date with this man next week. I'm going on a date with this man tomorrow. I'm going on a date with this man on Friday. I'm going on a date with this man on Saturday. Cool. Awesome. You want to have a roster? Cool. I ain't doing that. I ain't going to be another man on your roster. I give you a date this day and this other man gives you a date another day. And no, because this is the thing. She wanted to talk about the Bridgerton thing. We'll talk about that. But this is the thing. You want to play this game where you can entertain multiple men where they're competing against you. Cool. But a man that's on his purpose, he doesn't need to compete with other men. Because he will show you who he is. If you're interested, cool. If you're not, cool as well. This is the thing where you're wasting your time as a man doing these games that women make.
Giving away wifey benefits like unlimited free sex, which I recently.
Wifey benefit. Unlimited free sex. Really? A wifey benefit? Because how many men know that, plenty of situations where you don't even get those benefits as a wife. You don't even get that. And here's the benefit. Such a benefit. Unlimited sex. Really? Even in relationships, women dry that up. This is not like women make it seem like, okay, your sex is something special. It's not. You've given it out to plenty of other men. You ain't a virgin. This ain't to be honest, this is the thing with a lot of women. They make it seem like their body is a prize. Yet, if it's such a prize, why have so many men have also had it? Why is this supposedly wifey benefit, but plenty of other men have had it when you are not even ever married? This wifey benefit that you like to talk about, really?
We found out, sex workers charge $1,000 for 1 hour. For what?
You want to compare yourself to sex workers? That is that really the best comparison? This is the thing where women are no different. Women are now no different than sex workers. Because, again, you can just buy their body. You can just buy it.
So you can end up like that girl who moved her and her boyfriend to Texas, depleted her life savings because he wanted to move back to his family in Texas just to dump her when they got there. The Bridgerton.
And that's the thing. That's the thing where, honestly, that's the problem. Women do not know how to vet men. So they have one bad experience with a man, and now they blame all men. So that's logical. You chose poorly, so now every man has to suffer. And this is the thing why I've said this countless times before. Why, as women get older, they become bigger red flags. Why? Because this is the problem. Women will get these walls, these traumas that they go through because of other men. Dealing with other men. Dealing with like this boyfriend, this sexual partner, this one night stand, this whatever. All these things that women, like, they interact with all these men, they have all this experience. It only makes them worse. It makes them more bitter. it brings walls. It makes their standards unrealistic. That's the thing why I say, as women get older, why did they become bigger red flags? Because these traumas just make women unbearable to be with.
Tim's had it right. You should be entertaining multiple suitors until one of them makes you a proper offer, i.e.
Bridgerton, like old school. This is the thing. It's funny that women always like to pick and choose old school traditional stuff. Suitors, right? You are not a virgin. You're nothing special. Plenty of other men have used you already. So really, you want to compare yourself to an old school, traditional, feminine, ladylike virgin. You're not. This is the problem women don't understand. They want men to have traditional values, yet women are not representation of tradition. That's the problem with a lot of women. You are not traditional whatsoever.
engagement ring. And then you guys can live together and do the practice run for a year. But at least he's made a show of goodwill. But you're...
What's the women's show of goodwill? You know, back in the day, women's show of goodwill is that they're virgins. They're ladylike. They're feminine. They have class. What are they now? They're just used up. They're bitter. They're masculine. They're aggressive. They're combative. Women are not showing any kind of goodwill to men. So what are good men getting? What are good men getting? They're to be a good suitor, to prove himself to her. How is she proving himself to him? How is she proving herself to him? How? By having a roster of men, plenty of men you're dealing with. By going out on, because this is the thing. You want to do tradition, women are not going on dates with plenty of men. They're not. They're not going with a date with this man on this day, date with that man on another day. No, they're not entertaining men. And this is the thing, again, they're virgins. So you know what? You have a bit of you're I don't know if I would say you're paying. I mean, like, the value is there. To be honest, women's used up bodies, what's the value? What's the value in men needing to prove themselves? Because here's the thing. A good man, he has to prove himself. But most likely, the players, the bad boys, the high value men, the athletes, the rappers, the entertainers, the Pookies, the Ray Rays. Did they need to prove themselves? Did they need to prove themselves? Did they? Or you just gave them their body because you thought they were hot. You thought they were charming. Yeah.
Wondering what man would agree to that? Well, they'll start agreeing to it as soon as we understand our self-worth and hold it back. Don't you ever forget the power of the P. We can dictate the terms of this dating market.
Here's the thing. The problem is you never hold it back. Sexual revolution has ended that. Women don't hold it back. Because here's the logic men have. Okay, so now I have to be at this level for me to be with you. Yet other men you've already given your body to. So what are you holding back? What am I getting? Something that's used up? Something that other men have used? So I have to be at such a level, high level, like amazingly well, like a good man, a good looking man, a tall man, a wealthy man, all this shit. Yet what am I getting? A woman that other men have had their pleasure with. That makes sense. That makes sense. So, yeah. No.
But I do like him because when I see him, I like him.
And this is what I'm talking about. What are men getting? To be a good man, what are you going to get? You are just getting to be on her roster. So let's check this one out.
Oh my god, I did the worst thing ever. I'm literally pacing around my apartment because I did the worst thing ever to a man, and I don't know what to do, and I don't know how to fix it, and I'm freaking the fuck out, and I don't even care that I look like this right now. I need your help, okay? I am talking to a man that I really like that plays a sport, so he's not where I am. We aren't exclusive. We aren't, like, we talk like twice a day, like not like that often, whatever, talk about like, hey, how are you, whatever. But I do like him because when I see him, I like him. I went on a date last night with somebody and I texted the old guy, the guy that is not even here right now, that I'm still talking to, that is playing a sport. I texted him saying, question, did you make it home okay? I'm sorry that you're a walking zombie because it was worth it. Thank you for dinner. Thank you for drinks. And thank you for a great date. I texted that to a man I'm talking to that's not even in the same country. And I edited the messages, but he can see if he presses edit, he can see the first message. So I told him to call me when he sees this, but he's probably training and he probably won't call me for like 7 hours. And I want to crawl on the floor and literally jump out the balcony and die, but I can't. And I don't know what to do and I need your help. Please, what the hell do I do? Oh my god, I did the worst thing ever.
She's good looking. She's cute. Here's the thing. This is why the athletes or these men with money, these players, these entertainers only see women as, I'm only using you. Why would I wife you up? Now, here's the thing. All men now see this. Good men now see this. Thanks to the internet, good men now see this. Why would I wife you up? This is also a thing where you get the sense that why women constantly say, I'm settling for you. I'm settling for you. Because here's the thing. If women are decently good enough, good looking enough, in their DMs, there's athletes. In their DMs, they're entertaining entertainers. In their DMs, they're talking to six-figure men, millionaire men, high-value men. So this is why women constantly view that they're settling for pretty much any man they deal with. Yo, Blue, thank you for stopping by, bro. This is the thing. Why most women have such high expectations, such high standards, because pretty much they see that these athletes, these entertainers, these six-figure men, these high-value men, these good-looking men are in their DMs. So now what are good men getting? They're getting the thought that they're being settled for. Because she goes on a date with a man and still there's an athlete in her DMs. There's an athlete that she's missing. There's an athlete that she's entertaining. Great.
I'm literally pacing around my apartment because I did the worst thing ever to a man, and I don't know what to do, and I don't know how to fix it, and I'm freaking the fuck out, and I don't even care that I look like this right now. I need your help, okay? I am talking to a man that I really like that plays a sport, so he's not where I am. We aren't exclusive. We aren't, like, we talk like twice a day, like not like that often, whatever, talk about like, hey, how are you, whatever. But I do like him because when I see him, I like him.
You know, this is the thing. What's the point? What's the point of really liking somebody? When you this is the thing where honestly, you cannot trust women's feelings. You can't. You really like this person when you're not even exclusive. You barely see this person. This person you really like. It's like, what about you? What about this person that you really like? Blonde babbling, yeah.
I went on a date last night with somebody and I texted the old guy, the guy that is not even here right now, that I'm still talking to, that is playing a sport. I texted him saying, question, did you make it home okay? I'm sorry that you're a walking zombie because it was worth it. Thank you for dinner.
Was it worth it? This is the thing where a lot of men are trying to figure out. Was it worth it? Was it worth it that for a man to now go on a date with women like this, but in her mind, in her heart, she really likes some other man? Is it really worth it? What's worth it? This is a thing where I'm seeing more and more women are using men because they're bored. Because here's the thing, the players, the bad boys, the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the athletes, the entertainers, they're not giving women enough time. So what do? They use other men in between time, right? When they're bored. They go on dates with these men that they don't really care about. They don't really like that much. They don't really like. They use these men because they're bored. Have these men pay for dates, take these women on trips, take these women on experiences, when actually they miss the players, the bad boys, the athletes, the entertainers, whatever. Why is it worth it? And this is the thing. This is what men are trying to date, or good men. This is what good men get to now feel that they are being settled for, because she missed the athlete. She missed the entertainer. She missed the 6-figure men, the 7-figure men, the whatever men. That's the thing where good men are now suffering through, where they're being settled for, because women have so much options, and they have options of the supposedly, top tier men. That's what men are going through.
Thank you for drinks, and thank you for a great date. I texted that to a man I'm talking to that's not even in there.
It's like, this is both ways. It's like, so the man you really like, you're telling him that you're going on really good dates with other men. No wonder, could you be surprised that this athlete will only see her as a booty call? Only see her as, I'm just going to use this woman. Then you'd be surprised. Why am I so surprised that that athletes would cheat on women? Because he knows it. These women are for the streets. And that's the thing. And also now, the other man who took her on the date, yeah, this is great. He took her on a great date to only know that she really likes the athlete, and she's feeling bad that she texts the athlete. It's like this, and this is the thing. This is the roster. This is what men are dealing with. Women putting men in a roster.
The same country, and I edited the messages, but he can see if he presses edit, he can see the first message. So I told him to call me when he sees this, but he's probably training and he probably won't call me for like 7 hours. And I want to crawl on the floor and literally jump out the balcony and die, but I can't. And I don't know what to do, and I need your help. Please, what the hell do I do?
This is why a lot of men sees women as for the streets. Whiskey, thank you for stopping by, bro.
How you pronounce your name?
All right, so let's react to this Kendra G video.
Name, baby?
It's Nyla.
Nyla.
But when you said Nyla, I was all for that. That's my nickname. So I go by Nyla.
Okay, Nyla too. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I call you Nyla?
You can.
Nyla, where you calling me from, babe?
I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana. It's so crazy. I've been trying to get on here for years. And I'm an Instagram girly. And tonight I was just like, let me go to YouTube, because I could not get on Instagram to save my life tonight.
Well, you here, girl.
I'm here. And it says my real name. That's crazy.
Yes. Nyla, how old are you?
I am 39.
39. And what do you do for a living?
I'm currently a school teacher, and I business consult on the side, and I've made some pretty good investments. So, you know.
You know, that's whiskey. That is the thing. That is the, you know, when women get so much attention, yes, you can't be surprised how they act. You can't. But you also, in my opinion, you can't be surprised by the consequences of that too. You can't be surprised at the consequences.
I'm pretty good financially. I love being a teacher. It don't pay nothing. I make $15, but I love my job.
Okay.
So, but my other business ventures pay for life, so I'm pretty good.
Well, that's awesome. What kind of teacher are you?
So, I am currently the in-school suspension teacher. I was a behavior specialist in like 2011, and they felt like this was the position for me. So, yeah, I deal with the kids that don't want to act right in class. They get sent right on to me. So,
Okay. Okay, no worries. So that's what's up. That's what's up. What's your zodiac sign, Nyla?
I am a Leo.
Well, do you have any kids yourself?
I do.
How many kids?
4.
4 kids. How old are your 4 kids?
Okay, so my oldest is 23. My second oldest, he'll be 20 in January. I just on the 2nd of October, I have an 8-year-old, and I have a 3-year-old in November.
Okay. And by how many men?
All of them got different daddies.
4 daddies. Why are you not with the
Mhm.
3-year-old dad?
What are good men getting? What are good men getting? What does a good man get? A 39-year-old that has 4 kids by 4 different men. That is what a good man gets. That is what women think a good man should get. A good man deserves. A 39-year-old that has 4 kids by 4 different men. Yeah. What do women think? What type of man do women like this think that they will get? It's beyond me. It's really beyond me. Honestly, you will get the man that you've been dealing with. Add another notch to your baby daddy. And this is the insanity. This is the, I'm sorry. This is why kids are failing. This is why kids are failing. Here's a woman, a teacher, who handles bad kids. You handle bad kids, yet where's the beacon of a role model? You are a woman that has 4 kids by 4 different men. How are you even qualified to make these kids into better, productive future adults? It's like, seriously? How can you teach kids to be better when it's like it's really, you're not a beacon of, morality. You're not a beacon of discipline. Beyond, and this is the thing. Here's a woman as a teacher. I honestly, I can't believe she's teaching kids, and she's teaching the worst of them, the worst kids, right? The kids that go to attentions, have behavior problems. How's she helping them? That's beyond me. And let alone that, she's ruining kids, in my opinion. And then second, how does she think she could qualify for a good man? The man you qualify for is pretty much exactly like your 4 other baby daddies.
I wanted to be with him. He just wasn't ready. He wasn't ready at all. He's from your area, and he living life like they live life down there.
My area, which is where?
Chicago.
Okay, shout out to Chicago. So here's the deal. Chicago is definitely my second home. I'm from Connecticut, so I just always gotta clear that up. But shout out to Chicago. Most people think I'm from Chicago. I spent most of my career years in Chicago, so Chicago definitely is a city I consider to be home for me. But he's from Chicago.
Hammond, Chicago.
Okay.
You know.
I'm gonna take you out and bring you right back in, okay?
Okay.
So we're gonna take it from the top, okay? You hear me? So we got Nyla, right?
Yep.
Nyla? So Nyla, Indianapolis, 39, Leo, school teacher, also business consultant, mom of 4 kids, by 4 men, never married. What kind of men are you looking for?
I'm gonna say a man who has a good relationship with God. You don't have to be a preacher, but you definitely have to have a
Good relationship with God. I've said this countless times before. Massive red flag. It's like, what of God teachings have you even heard? This is beyond. This is amazing to me. You think a man of God sees value in a woman that's 39, has 4 kids by 4 different men? You think a man of God sees value in a woman that has 4 kids by 4 different men that she never married, not a single one of them? You think that's what a man of God deserves?
good relationship with God. A good relationship with his parents. If he has children, most definitely a good relationship with his children's mothers and have to be active in his kids' lives. What else? Financially, everybody keep yelling 6 figures. I'm gonna say he has to be able to sustain his life. And I would prefer a man, if he wanted to enter a relationship, to come into the relationship being a provider and knowing that. But financially, I can sustain myself and I can probably sustain him too. But I just think that a lot of men now want to be courted. I'm not that girl. I can't do it. My brothers and well, I was raised by all men. Let me say that first of all. My brothers are 10, 11 years older than me. So they're all married. My father was married and they were all providers. You know what I mean? So just knowing that, I really just don't want to deal with the guy who thinks that I'm supposed to provide for him. Now,
No. See, this is the thing. Knowing that your father was married, which doesn't, I don't know if, probably is not married to your mom. Your brothers are all married. But what does that have to do with you? You have 4 kids by 4 different men. You didn't live by that example. So that has nothing to do with you. And at 39, thinking that you want a provider is insane. Unless maybe you want him at 59. You want him at 50. Okay, maybe. Get a man that's on close to his, like, the end of his life. Okay. But the insanity, this is the thing. This is what a provider gets. This is why I said, what do good men get? What do being a provider get you in today's dating market? A woman that's 39, 4 kids by 4 men that she didn't even see herself marrying any of these men. She couldn't even sustain a relationship with any of these men, but thought it was good enough to give them kids. And this is what a provider man gets. Yeah.
granted, financially, I can do what I want to do to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Like I can buy nice gifts, I can plan great trips, I can do all these things, but you need to give me 100%. I don't want a 50-50 with no man. You know what I mean? That's just not
So
my
what,
lingo.
okay, so 50-50. Okay, so explain this 100%. So you want him to provide 100%.
I want him to be in it 100%.
Okay.
So he understands that if he's ill, I can cover all the bills. And if I'm ill, he can cover all the bills. But I don't want to date a man that leads with the 50-50 mentality. Because then I feel like that's you wanting me to take care of you and your bills. And I know what my life is like. You know what I mean? I know what my bills. I've been in the same condo for 13 years. So I know what my bills are here. I'm financially secure in this situation. So for me to come out of this situation and come into yours to go half on your bills, I can't do that.
So do you want him to move in with you then?
No, we would have to get our own place. I don't want to
Gotcha.
keep this one.
So
You know?
you would sell your place.
Or maybe rent it, maybe lease it.
Okay, got you. Now you have 4 kids. Could he have kids?
Of course.
Okay. Do you want more kids?
Nah, not for real.
Okay. All right. This was your wants. What are your deal breakers?
What are you providing for then? This is a thing where I find women really idiotic. You don't need to provide nothing. This is a thing where honestly, women like this, I've said this countless times before. You only qualify for situationships. You only qualify for situationships. I'm sorry. What does a provider man get? What does he get? Her body? Already 4 other men have gotten her body. They used it up. They gotten children from her body. He won't even get children from her body. So really, what is her body anything special than any other woman's body? Nothing. So really, at 39, if this man can provide for her, why he could provide for a 29-year-old that has no kids. He could provide for a 39-year-old that has no kids. So this is the thing when women seem to not grasp. I've said this before, and I honestly believe this is the case. Provider men in this day and age, men that can provide comfortably, are rare men, in my opinion. Because here, I've said this before, I believe stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home wives are luxuries. I believe provider men are rare men. Now, I'm not talking about, let's say, 6-figure men, 7-figure men, no. But men that can provide a decent lower to maybe middle class, lower middle class to middle class lifestyle are rare men. That's my opinion, because with how economy is, how, all that shit is, it's not the easiest thing to do, in my opinion. So really, what are you getting for providing for women like this? Something that other men have already used. Because here's the thing. She probably will say it, but she's had 4 men. Did they not provide for her? So even if these 4 men provided for her, let's hypothetically, she's still not with these 4 men. So what are you going to get? A disloyal woman? Great. That's worth it.
Misogynist.
Exactly, D-chat. We already know 4 men she had kids with. So who knows the countless other sexual partners she's had that she didn't have kids with. So this is the thing. What are good men that can provide for women? What do these men get? Women that have been through the carousel of life. Yeah, that's worth it.
Man. I love a man that I can learn from, but I don't need a daddy. I already had 3 of them. You know what I mean? So, emotional intelligence, someone who definitely takes.
Did she just say she had 3 daddies? She just said she had 3 daddies. This is the thing. Why I say good men have to be aware of single mothers. They are generational curses. Single mothers are generational curses. Their mom is a single mom. It could most likely, in some cases, her grandmom is a single mom. She's a single mom. She's most likely producing other single moms. Or she's producing boys that are producing more single moms. Because this is the thing. That mindset is passed down generation after generations. You do not want to get with a woman that has these generational curses. You don't.
Take accountability for all my actions, you know? So a man who definitely takes accountability understands that, a good communicator. So if you like got that stubborn mindset, or you a man who throws tantrums, or even too much femininity, for me, I'm not going. Um, Hygiene is so important. Teeth are extremely important. So it's just best, if your teeth are not in the right condition, don't even hit me up. And I mean that with the utmost respect. You know what I mean? But that's just very important to me. Um, and I told you, a man who's just not respectful. Like, you know, if you calling women bees all the time, or hoes, or even if you just too thugged out, like, don't hit me up. Not even at all. Like, it ain't no point.
So, okay, I'm gonna let you respond to this. We had another live and it was staticky, so I had to restart the live. You did indicate you are a mom of four, 23, 28, and a 3-year-old by 4 men. There's definitely gonna be conversation about that. So what would you say to the man that's concerned?
So, in layman's terms, I'm a very open book. I lost my virginity with my daughter when I was 15, and he was 8 years older than me. He was out of line, you know, but I didn't know any better. I was sneaking and I got caught. Had I not gotten pregnant, no one would have ever known that I even had sex. You know what I mean? So that's how my daughter came into play, and I love her. She's perfect to me. Then my high school sweetheart was my son's father, and he actually took responsibility for my daughter as well. We were together for a few years, and I didn't get along well with his mother, you know, and that's a deal breaker too. If I cannot get along with your mother, it's not happening. Like, I'm not doing that. But his mother, just like, she hated my gut.
Yet, this is the thing. Yet it was fine for you to have a child with that man. Fine, being young and dumb at 15, which is, oh God. Fine. One child. Stupid. Okay. The next one, you couldn't deal with his mom, yet it was okay for you to give him a child. Women use the young and dumb shit too much. That makes it not even worthwhile excuse.
And I was a kid. You know what I mean? I was a child.
You were a child! Yet, it was okay for you to have sex and give birth to other child. This is a thing. Women constantly just produce excuses. Excuses. I'm a child. I was a child. Really? I'm a 100% believer in this. When you do adult shit, you will get adult problems. I don't give a shit. Now, here's the thing. If it was illegal, like forceful shit, she should have got him arrested. But if you're supposedly a child, and then you had sex with your boyfriend or whatever shit, I don't equate you as a fucking child anymore. I'm sorry. Doing adult shit comes with adult consequences, good or bad. So really, your excuse of being a child is fucking stupid. You already did this. You already made a fucking stupid mistake being young and dumb. Continuing that mistake, that excuse expires. Young and dumb, I'm sorry. No girl is so stupid. Like, oh my God, I had a child one time by a terrible man. Okay, I'm going to have a child again by another man that, you know what, I don't want to be with because of his fucking mom. Really? Then why even fucking have a child with him if you don't like his mom? It's like, these excuses. And she just said accountability? No. How about you say that, you know what, you just made mistakes after mistakes. You were irresponsible. Stop saying you were young and dumb, because honestly, that may be true. That's not an excuse. Just say that you continuously made mistakes. Forget how old you were. You just made mistakes. You are a woman that's very flawed. Yet asking for a man that has to be at such a level of morality and all that shit. Fuck that.
So that was done. 12 years later, I got with another guy, and we were like just kind of mutuals. He was my comfort zone. I was traveling a lot. I was doing a lot of investment, so I was traveling a lot, and I got pregnant by him, and he had 3 of us pregnant at the same time.
Getting pregnant by a man that was your comfort zone? So a booty call, your situationship? This is what good men deserve. This is what good men get. This shit right here. A woman that is like, you can't even wrap that shit up. You can't even close your damn ass legs. And then you want a provider? What is he providing for? A stupid ass woman? I'm sorry. Like, no, this is why like men like Kevin Samuels is missed. Because women like this, they do not understand accountability. Because what would I say? What would Kevin Samuels say? You should buy a dog and die alone. You do not qualify for a provider man. Sorry, you don't qualify for a good man. You don't qualify for a good man, let alone a provider man. Let alone him being good and a provider. You don't. Because honestly, you have a history of being stupid. Nah, you are a liability.
And then this last guy, I thought I could be with him. I thought we were going to be together, but he just wasn't ready at all. And uh, I allowed him to do things that I would never allow a man to do. Um, all my friends went through the ups and downs with dudes, and I just was like, okay, I need to, not give up so quick. I need to not be so done because my tolerance level is real low. So I was like, I'm gonna try. And baby, that baby put me through everything that a woman that probably went through 16 years with a man. That baby put me through that in a year and a half, and I just was like, yeah, you want me to go crazy?
A year and a half. You gave him a child. I don't know about you, but to get a child with a man that you already knew a year and a half. It's like, seriously. It's like, with a this amazes me that women think good men deserves bottom of the barrel women.
So I mean, and if it's not right for you, it's not right for you. And my kids are blessed.
And he was right for you enough to have a kid with. That's something that men will never understand. Yes, there are shitty men out there. Yet, why have kids with shitty men?
And I tell people I was a mother before I was a woman. So I grow and learn with my kids. And I also understand that everybody's not meant to be together, but I think that my children are meant to be here. So, if it don't work for you, it don't work for you. It worked for me, So
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
and they're really far apart. You know what I mean? 4 years, 12 years, 5 years. My kids ain't even close to age. I just still look good.
Okay, we got you, Nyla.
Does that look good? She looks mid, if that. And I really picked a funny part to stop. Do you look good? This is the problem with women nowadays. They are average. Women are average at best. Average at best. And then when you include their lifestyle, when you include their life, when you include their personality, women are below average. They are below average. They are below average, especially for the men that they're asking for.
So we did the deal breakers, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Well, should the guy look a certain way?
I definitely love my black men for sure.
This is the thing. And I'm all for black women wanting to be with black men. I'm all for that. But I've said this countless times before. Is this what good black men deserve? Because here's the thing. We don't have enough good black men being promoted, being prized. We don't. So, do good black men deserve irresponsible baby mama of 4 kids by 4 different men that's at 39 with stupid expectations? This is what good black men deserve? So this is the problem, where we don't have enough people in the black community calling this shit out. Is this what good black men deserve? Because here's the thing. If good black men see that, oh, this is what I'm getting. This is what I'm getting. Being a good provider black man. Because here's the thing, where I have a story. I know this woman. She has, I think, 5 kids by a whole bunch of men. She's now dating a man, has no kids. He has no kids. He is providing for her. He's taking care of her and her kids. And I'm like, lucky her. She's mad lucky. She's mad lucky. But this is what, and he's like, and she's telling me that, oh, he wants a kid by me, but I don't want it. I don't want to have a kid with him right now. I want to wait until we get married and stuff. Like, it's like, I mean, if he loves her, he loves her, right? If he loves her, he loves her. Awesome for her. Awesome for him. But is that what good men deserve? Is that what good black men deserve? Is that what good men, period, deserve? I'm just amazed. Why do women who are considered good women have such high standards? They have such high standards. They want the world. They want perfection. They want this. They want that. Why do good men get so little? It's like, why are good men being settled for? Why are good men finishing last? I'm just amazed.
I'm not really into the heavy guy. Solid, like football solid, maybe. But heavy, not so much. I told you teeth is important to me. And just hygiene in general. Like if you take care of yourself, you take care of yourself. So, you would have nice skin, you'll be well groomed. I don't really have a hair preference either. I'm not really into braids so much because we kind of older. So braids ain't really the move for me. But other than that, no, I don't really have a preference on looks.
Okay. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
Everybody keep yelling 100,000, but just because a man make 100,000 don't mean he ain't got $100,000 in bills. So I just need him to be able to financially sustain himself. And I feel like a man knows when he comes to a real woman what a woman expects. You know what I mean? I ain't BBL'd out. I'm not hitting the clubs. I can. If I want to.
What's a real woman? It's like real woman? A woman that's 39, 4 kids by 4 different men. What makes you a real woman? That you've been there? You have such a life experience? You have so much life experience? Great. It's like, there is no value in a lot of women nowadays. There isn't.
Pop a bottle, I can. If I want to take a trip, I can. My kids' passports are stamped. So, it's just, you have to come assertive and you have to come ready. You know what I mean? Because anything that ain't even the maturity level of it, when I tell you, Kendra, dating is hard for me now. I hadn't dated in like 3 years. I went through bad postpartum with my baby. So now that I'm back in the dating game, a lot of guys, we end up becoming friends because we laugh about how terrible it is to date.
That's
we
my
be like,
door.
oh
Leave it
no,
at
you
the
did
door,
this too?
please.
How terrible it is to date. She needs to realize that she don't qualify for good men. This is a thing where I hope it's true, and I believe it's becoming more and more true. Good men are steering away. Good men are being smarter. Good men are not stupid idiots. Why would a good man think that, oh, this is what I get? This is what for all my blood, sweat, and toil, working hard, being a good, productive adult, being a good, morally sound man. I get a woman that is 39, 4 kids by 4 different men, used up, high expectations, thinking that she deserves a provider man. This is what I get? Hell with that shit.
Please.
So
Thank you. Oh,
I think when it comes to
Wait,
dating,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. What was the last thing you said? You said guys do what?
we almost end up becoming friends. Like, I can keep you as a bro, but if I know that it's not going to work for us, I'm definitely going to tell you that I would prefer you to move on with somebody else. I ain't wasting your time. You know what I mean? I'm not into wasting time. If it don't work, it just don't work.
It don't work. It don't work. Okay. Fair enough. Now we got to the money, so let's do the Kendrick hand.
Okay, so I ain't bothered by my thickness, baby. I'm thick like you, Kendra. But
You
I
thick like
definitely
me.
need to lose about 40
Let me see if
pounds.
we have the same body. You say you thick like me.
I ain't got these.
My hips ain't that wide.
You got big legs. I got big hips.
I do, but my hips are not that wide.
They wide though, ain't they?
Okay, we see you.
She's a little chunky. But this is the thing. Men will only see her as pump and dump. I'm sorry, at 39, with all your qualifications, women like this, why do you think that they're having a hard time in the dating market? Because most men that would want to deal with women like this only see her as a pump and dump. Only see her as a fun time for a short time. Good men, they're not interested. Especially when they learn about her history. When they learn about her, they're not interested.
So I'm trying to get down to like the 160 where I'm used to being. Like, if anybody go on my Instagram to see but I ain't had it. It's gym time though, for sure.
How tall are you?
5'1.5".
Oh, you're shorter than me. You're 5'1"?
5'1.5".
Okay, got you. Okay, so when was your last relationship?
My son's father.
That was the 3-year-old?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't have to answer.
That was like 3.5 years ago.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Maybe, let me do the math because I pretty much know. Maybe like 6.5 weeks ago.
Okay, is that guy an option?
He's not. So I had to break up with him. Like, we ain't going nowhere.
So, this is what a God-fearing man gets? This is what a God-fearing man gets. A man that she wasn't going nowhere with. She gave her body to him already. I swear to God, women are their own problem. How dare you have the audacity to say that the dating market is shitty? How dare you have the audacity to say the dating market is shitty when you give your body to men that you don't see a future with? You think men are stupid? It's like men know that by balance of probability, they know that this 39-year-old woman is for the streets. This 39-year-old woman, 4 kids by 4 different men. Men know that this woman is for the streets. So all they see in this woman is just a body to use. This woman only qualifies for the men that she have had in her past. There's no switching it up. So you wonder why, women gotta wonder why, why is the dating market so shitty? Because honestly, you are a shitty person. You are a shitty person, so you qualify for shitty other people. You qualify for other shitty people. Because what man of value, what good man would want a woman like this? It's like,
So
Why'd you
I
break
had
up with
to.
him? What happened with him?
He just, our lives just don't match right now. You know what I mean? He be back and forth with his baby mama, and you know what I mean. And he's a good guy. It's just I think that it's a situation that he's not prepared to leave. You know.
Did you
So
know that before you got with him?
um, I knew about the situation a little bit, but I really didn't know. You know what I mean? But once he kind of told me, it was like, oh, okay. Because he gave me, you give a person the option, like, I'm not in this, but they split up, but they kind of get back together, been together since high school type of thing. So, you know, I just knew we wasn't going to go nowhere. It can't be me and her. I
How
don't
old's
want
the
to poly.
baby?
How old is his kids are older. I think
Okay,
his youngest is like maybe like 13 or something, but they've been together since they were like, since we were in high school.
gotcha.
So he ain't really leaving. And I don't want you to leave either. You know what I'm saying? Like he, if you want, that's his comfort zone.
yet you're giving him. This is the thing. This is women's bodies aren't valuable. Women's bodies aren't valuable. So if women's body aren't valuable, what's all that valuable? What is valuable about women? Nothing. Nothing. So really, for a good man, you have no value to him. Women like this have no value to good men.
And I'm not mad at that. You know what I mean? I ain't bothered by that. I just knew that it wasn't conducive for me anymore. So
Fair enough. Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on, Nyla.
my patience, and I'm getting better with that. My interactions with people and my responses. And I say that to say this. I'm a very social person, but I give so much, I get drained easily. And like we were on fall break and I went out for like 6 days straight, like helping my friends, doing this, doing that. And I had to come home for 2 days and call my mommy, like, will you come over with me, cook dinner? Cause like I just needed to be here. So I think that it's the interaction with too many people. Like I kind of like I've become a introvert. And I'm trying to get better at that because I know that I need to be out more, definitely for promoting my brand. And
Yo, Skull, thank you for stopping by, bro.
sometimes I just be like, I don't want to be bothered with people today. So
Okay.
I'm trying to get better.
Now, and that was the 3 flaws?
Yeah, I said my responses. I'm doing good though. I told you I'm on my Jesus walk, so I mind my business so well. Sometimes I don't remember my own business, but I sometimes I just kind of be like, are you crazy? So I'll be having to 1, 2, 3 myself from a lot of situations.
Okay.
Cause
You got some paid questions. You ready for them?
let's go.
All right. Manny said 4 kids with 4 men and talking about wanting a man who has a relationship with God. Craziness.
So I'm supposed to respond to that.
If you want to.
So I'm not supposed to want a man who has a relationship with God because I got 4 kids. Like,
Yeah, because you don't qualify for it. You don't have a relationship with God. Like, have some common sense. It's like you don't qualify for a man that has a relationship with God because if he follows God's teachings, he will see no value in you besides, being a decent human being.
that don't even make sense. That and you pay $10 to ask that. That the level of incompetence is crazy to me. That's not even intelligence. What does me having 4 baby daddies got to do with 4 kids' fathers? I don't even call them baby daddies. 4 kids' fathers had to do with me having a relationship with God. We know where they're going. But go ahead.
Okay.
Kendra didn't because God does not promote having kids out of wedlock. Seriously, this woman is. I can't believe she's teaching kids. I cannot believe she's teaching kids. I said this in the beginning. This is the thing. She is not a role model. How can you be a proper teacher? How can you guide young minds when your life is a piece of shit? When your life is not a beacon to emulate? How can you guide younger generations when your life is what kids should like steer away from? The audacity, the sheer stupidity to not see, does God promote children out of wedlock? Let alone does he like think it's great to do it 4 times in hell, to have sex out of marriage? She just recently, it's like, does she even read the Bible?
Divine Photo says, hopefully you grow from this, plus that you have those same requirements from those previous men. It seems like the good guy gets a raw deal with you.
I can't say that because my bank account don't say that. My lifestyle doesn't say that. My kids are intelligent. They are.
What does their bank account have to do with it? You want to... This is the thing where women think being good adults, being productive adults, is a good deal for a man. You ask for a provider man. You ask for a man that can provide for himself, a stable man. So really, what does your bank account have to do with anything for him? It's meaningless. Your kids can take care of themselves. Great. It's like women. It's like you just showing things that it means nothing to an outsider. It means nothing to a stranger. It means nothing to a man that's coming into your life. What does that mean? Great that you can take care of yourself. Great that your kids can take care of themselves. You have a 3-year-old, so if he's chipping in, providing, he's paying for that 3-year-old.
Raised properly. They're respectful. And I don't think you get a raw deal. I went through life like everybody else did. I didn't have to get on a pole to go through my life. I ain't hit a pipe to go through my life. I went through my life strong, and I am who I am. And I ain't cracked yet because I get 25 all the time. So raw or not,
You get 25? I don't think that. This is the thing. Women think that women complimenting you means what? I've never seen a woman insult a woman out in public, just like randomly. Men complimenting you is what? Because men want your body. Means nothing. And 2, great. You didn't hit the pole. You didn't hit the pipe. Great. You're a productive adult. Means nothing. Only women think that being a productive adult deserves a prize. That's the bare minimum. Bare minimum is being a productive adult. Taking care of your own shit. That is bare minimum.
you're going to get, actually, he's going to get a phenomenal woman, as a matter of fact, because I know who I am. And everybody used to pretend, and I'm not a pretender.
So phenomenal that at least 4 men didn't want that for long. So phenomenal that you couldn't make it work with 4 men at least. I'm not counting all the other sexual partners she had. This is the thing where women's history proves otherwise. If you're so amazing, why do all your relationships fail? Let's hypothetically that. Fine, one side. If you pick good men, yet all your relationship fails, that's a red flag. So that doesn't speak well for how great you are. Now, if you're such a great woman, yet you constantly pick terrible men, that's still a red flag because you have poor judgment in people. So they should not be you should not be trusted.
Portia says she's a good person.
Oh, thanks, P.
Says she's a good person. Okay. All right. And I asked you why a guy would be lucky to be with you? No, right?
Mm-mm.
That's the last question. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'm going to say because I'm a person who will always be there for you, always be supportive. I'm very understanding. It'll be like a bromance almost because I'm one of those type of girls. Um, I'm emotionally intelligent. I've been through therapy. I'm not toxic. I don't like to argue. I don't belittle my man. Um, and I'm just in a good place spiritually. Like I'm the best version of myself, for sure.
Okay. Um, let's read this one. Office Jam says, at one point as a single man, I was judging that you were 4x4, but the moment I saw those curves, I changed my mind. I will gladly be stepdaddy and get your kids into Harvard.
Let's go.
This is the thing. Yeah, a lot of men would think like that. And this, now I understand the mentality of black men. I understand the mentality of black men. They see a big ass, they're thirsting for it. Black men, good black men. I don't even think good black men would do them, but you are doing yourself injustice if you're just thirsting for women's bodies. But here's the thing here's also the thing where I'm thinking about men like that. Men that sees curves and wants to jump in that. Well, what type of man you think you're getting? Type of man that sees you for your sexual objectification and just wants to tap your body. Just wants to use your body. Men know it. It's kind of like a transactional. Men know it. They got to use your body. He's gonna have to put your kids through college. Men will accept that as long as they can use your body. They're gonna pay it. They can pay. But this is the thing that does not produce healthy, good long-term relationships. What does that produce? Men that will use their resources just so they can use your body. Great. That's a great basis for a relationship. Let me trade my resources for your body. That's how a long-standing marriage or relationship will work. Great.
But the physical has nothing to do with who I am as a person. My spirit is so much more attractive than my physical.
I doubt that. But this is the thing, because here's the thing with this woman. She will only attract the men that will want to use her body because she can't understand. Who gives a shit about her spirit when she has 4 kids by 4 different men at 39? Who gives a shit? She's only going to attract the men that wants to use her for her body.
You know what I mean? And that's just the truth. And Kendra, you always look so pretty to me, so I want to tell you that too.
Oh, thank you, baby girl. Thank you. Listen, I mean, I love your confidence. That's why I started off. I wanted to definitely have the conversation because I know my cousins, and I knew they was going to say some of the things that they paid.
It is what it is. But this is why women will constantly fail in the dating market. Lack of true accountability, lack of self-reflection. They cannot see their actual flaws, so they make poor rationale in their standards. So yeah, this woman is beyond help. Women like this will continue on their path of just being used by men and not getting the relationship that she supposedly wants. What do you guys think? Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you guys for joining.
I'm not gonna lie, I just feel like I just can't see my nigga.
Let me break it down to y'all. So
All right. This is the thing. I thought this was interesting. Hopefully you guys will like this one. Yo, Skull. Thank you. Yo, Terminator. All right. I think you guys will like this. This is a bit sad in my opinion, but let's check this out.
Hey, I need y'all to let me know if I'm tripping about something, right? Let me break.
I'll say this: no good man should want that. I don't think no good man should want that.
Down to y'all. So I've been talking to this young woman. I've been dating her for a while, right? So, you know, me, I'm a gentleman. I like to court women appropriately. And I thought she was a stand-up woman. You know, she's a single mother of 2 kids. She's a great mom. So when I can help, I help. You know, I ain't broke. I got my own business. You know, I work a good job. So, I used to send her, you know, $130 to get her nails done. I send her lunch money, $20, $30 every other day. I mean, y'all do the math. That should add up. And I even would buy her roses like every week. I would buy her some roses to put in her vase to cut them up. This is some white roses. I buy her roses. I mean, these are about $25, $30 too. But I always bought her flowers because I believe in buying a woman flowers. I believe that's to show my gratitude to the woman that I'm adoring. I took her to the H in Orlando 2 weekends ago. We always go to a hookah bar or something. You know, we went on a lot of, you know, different dates, always paid the tab, never asked her to pay for anything. We went to this steakhouse 2 weeks ago. The tab was $300. And I bought her flowers. Never asked her for anything. Never said you had to do nothing for me. That's just out of the kindness of my heart, right? And then it was a hurricane. Hell, I brought the whole house snacks and shit. Bought her kids snacks. They ate all my Hershey bars. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never say nothing about it because I know I'm dating a mother of 2 kids. I know she has kids. So I have to accept her and her kids. So guess what? I did that. So yesterday we go on a date to see Smile 2. So I told her.
This is a 4-minute video. So excuse me if I stop every so often. But this is the problem. This is the problem with a lot of men. I think with a lot of good men as well. This is a problem with a lot of good men where they are constantly putting in so much effort in relationships. Women will see that this man is just there to be used. If you don't set boundaries in the beginning, if you don't set boundaries, if you don't make it clear that I'm going to treat you well, but I better be getting return. I better be getting return in my investment. This better be not just a one-way street. Because this is the thing where men like this, you'll see, constantly give and give and give. He will only create. This is the thing where this is what I personally do, right? What I've done in like past datings and stuff like that. I will treat women well, but I will be very cautious not creating a princess. I will be very cautious in not creating a princess. Yo, Mystic, thank you for stopping by. I will be very cautious in not creating a spoiled princess. Because men don't realize that. I understand it. And I've been there, I've done that. Really treating a woman well, a lot of times, and nowadays, treating a woman like you're a gentleman, spoiling her, treating her like a princess, all that shit. I've been there, I've done that. I agree. The problem is modern day women, they become spoiled. They become expectant. They become entitled. They will treat you like shit. They will expect shit from you. But what they give you is just shit. That's the thing. They'll be expecting of you. What they give back to you is just crap. This is the thing where a lot of men got to set boundaries. I get it. Us as men want to treat women well. Want to treat women like queens, like princesses. Spoil the shit out of them. But this is the problem with a lot of women nowadays. They will become entitled. They will think that they deserve it. And in return, they give you nothing. Maybe they give you your body, but let's say this. She's a single mom. She's given her body to plenty of other men. So really, is that all that special?
Like, if I'm gonna see you, I gotta see you during the week because I got a really busy week. I'm a football coach. I coach high school kids. So Fridays are busy for me, and the weekend I'd be tired, man. So this weekend I got a couple photo shoots because I got my own photography business. So we go to the movies, buy the tickets. So I tell her, I'm like, you know, babe, can you give me a bucket of popcorn? She like, yeah. So mind you, now, I was joking, but I was serious. So she give me the bucket of popcorn, and she buy it. Cool. So we watch the movie. We're going home. I'm peeping her energy. Her energy is, you know, she just a little, it's just, she's aggravated, but she ain't saying nothing. So I'm like, okay, she'll probably tell me later. She probably didn't like the movie. So I'm driving home, and so she basically was saying, hey, I wanted, I had a good night with you. I enjoyed you, because we always have a good time together. I'm a vibe. But she was like, basically she wanted to address some things. She was basically saying, if you wanted me to come out of my pocket, you could have let me know, but you begged me to go to the movies, so I thought you were going to pay for everything. And if, you know what I'm saying, if I knew I had to come out of my pockets, I would have never came, right?
Begged her to go to the movies. This is a thing where women make it seem like, especially single mothers. This is the thing where a lot of men gotta realize, what are the drawbacks? What are the red flags of dating a single mom? In a single mom's eyes, single mom's mind, it is a chore. It is a chore to go out with you. It is a chore to go out with you. A single mom's mindset, it is a chore to go out with a man. He's begging for it. I'm not interested. I didn't want to go out on a date with you, but I'm going out because you begged me to. You begged me to. I didn't want to go out. I could just stay at home. Because it's not like I want to see you. Even though, you've taken me on expensive dates. You've treated my kids. You treated me. All that shit. I didn't want to see you. You only begged me. That's why I went to see you. That's why I went out tonight. Because you begged me. Not because I want to see you. This is a thing where a lot of men gotta realize, when you're dating single moms, you are at the end of her priority list. It'll be like her kids, her job, her mom, probably not her dad because she probably doesn't have one, her friends, her bills, her dog, her cat, her goldfish, I don't know, like fucking going shopping. Like, you can name it, all this shit, and then you at the end of her priority list. That is what dating a single mom is like. She could give a shit about you. She could give a shit about you because you are at the end of her priority list. Everything else is above you. That's the thing. That is what it's like dating a single mom. You are not a priority. When you want to see her, right, you have to pay for her attention. You have to beg for her attention. She won't want to see you. How could you, as a man, have the audacity to ask her to pay for a box of popcorn? How dare you? How dare you? Even though you paid paid hundreds for dates before, you've given money for getting her nails done, her hair done, you're giving money for her kids, all this shit. How dare you now ask a woman, a single mom, strong, independent single mom, to buy you a box of popcorn? How dare you? You're not a real man.
So like, I'm driving, and I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, bruh, I don't hold nothing over people, but at this time, I'm like, bruh, everything that I did, I just spent $300 on you in a steakhouse. You can't buy me a bucket of popcorn for $15? I'm like, that's the most ungrateful shit I've ever seen in my life. First of all, we weren't even together. We're dating, or was dating. Like, bro, I ain't half of the shit. I ain't have to do.
You weren't even together. This is the problem with a lot of men. You were just dating. You spent $300 in the steakhouse. You sent her money for her hairs and nails. You pay stuff for her kids. And you're just dating. You're not in a relationship. This is the thing where this is the problem with a lot of men who don't have any real self-respect in themselves, who don't have boundaries. Because you set that shit straight up. This is right here, and I give this man. He's a supposed. I mean, what I just hear, right? This video alone, he's a good man. He sounds like a good man. wanting to treat a woman right. But this is the problem. This is what turns good men into men that do 50-50. Yo, resurrect. Thank you for stopping by. This is what turns good men into doing 50-50 dates, doing walking dates, doing low investment dates, coffee dates. This is what have made men do low investment dates. Because here's the thing, that money he'd spent on this woman, that now he's gone, that money's gone, he could have invested in himself. He could have, like Whiskey definitely agrees and say, yo, Alvy, thank you for stopping by, bro. He could invest that into the stocks, into savings, into invest into homes, whatever. Build himself up, and have that money for the right woman. But no, he's wasting that money on women that don't deserve it.
Shit, I ain't gotta buy you flowers. I ain't gotta pay for your nails. I ain't gotta do none of that shit. I ain't gotta get your kids shit. I don't gotta do that. So I'm like, that shit.
Exactly. Very much. So he just paid to validate her. He just paid for what? Her nails. He subsidized her life. He made her feel great in turn to make him feel shitty. Because he can do all this shit for her. And then she will in turn complain that she bought him a box of popcorn.
Pissed me off when I seen.
And this is exactly why. This is exactly why I said women's jobs, women's careers, women's money, women being an adult means fucking nothing to a man. It means nothing. Why did I say women's bodies, women's youth, women's femininity? Those are the only thing that means anything to a man. Why? Because that's the only thing men get from women. Women will gladly, easily give you their bodies if you paid all that shit. They'll give you your body. But fuck if she gives you, gives you enough money for a box of popcorn. Hell with that shit. She will complain about that shit. But she'll probably give him her body. But hell, box of popcorn? Hell, that's too expensive. So this is why I said, these are examples of why I've said countless times before. Women's jobs, their careers, their money, their bank account, their accomplishments means nothing to a man. It's not because men don't want to share in women's wealth or whatever. It's because men don't benefit. Men do not benefit from women's money, women's accomplishments, women's careers, women's jobs. Men do not benefit from it. So, if men get nothing from it, why would men give a shit about it? Now, it's probably nice to talk about your accomplishments, talk about your career, but it means really nothing. It doesn't make you more attractive. It doesn't make him want to be with you more because you're a lawyer, because you're a doctor, because you're a gold medal gymnast. It means nothing. Because you make 6 figures, great. It means nothing because even buying a box of popcorn, you would complain about.
So basically, I just texted back. I sent her money back for the popcorn. I sent her $5 extra. Hell. And I basically was telling her, you ain't got to never worry about me again. I ain't with that ungrateful shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a cool nigga. I don't really trip much. But one thing I can't stand is an ungrateful ass female. So I sent her money back and I told her, I hope you and your boys have a blessed life. You ain't never got to worry about me again. So she basically then continued to go on and say, how was she ungrateful because I invited her out.
You could have told me that before I even came out of my house. But whatever. Why would, it's like, what? This is the thing where women don't value men. It's like, why would you care? Did you not even like this man? She did. This is the thing where men need to realize they don't even like you. They wouldn't even buy you a box of popcorn. They don't even like you. So really, you spending $300 taking it out to an expensive restaurant, you paying for her hair, her nails, you treating her kids, means what? They don't even like you. They hate you so much, they wouldn't even buy you a box of popcorn. So you wonder why men rather take you on a coffee date, take you on a walking date, to see if you even like him.
And I expected her to pay, like, bro, I paid for the tickets, bro. You paid for a box of popcorn for $15, bro. Like, if after all the thousands of dollars I spent, if I ain't worth $15, then I don't know how that's not ungrateful. Like, that's crazy as fuck, man. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping. And I need.
He's tripping because he was stupid enough to spend thousands of dollars on her. This is why men are improving. Men are improving their vetting skills. This is why men take women on low investment dates. They take women on coffee dates, walking dates, ice cream dates, restaurants that don't cost a lot. This is why. You are out thousands of dollars for what? I hope to God he got to tap it. I hope to God he at least got sex from her. Because if he didn't get sex from her, this man is beyond idiot. I'm sorry. As nice of a man he is, if he spent $1,000 on her and he didn't even get to tap her body, he's beyond an idiot. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I thought this was an interesting story. You know, I feel bad for him, but this right here is why men change. Shit like this right here. Shit like this is why men change. Shit like this is why men are cautious of dating single moms. And women don't even realize it. Women don't realize the shit they are doing to good men. Here's a man that will take care of a woman, spend $1,000 to court her. She couldn't even buy him a box of popcorn. And you wonder why men change. You wonder why. Because here's the thing. Single moms should be treating men that treat them good like fucking kings. That's the problem with single moms. You have decreased in value drastically. And yet you're still so entitled. You're still so entitled. You can't even recognize a good man and treat him right. You can't even recognize a good man and treat him right. So you wonder why you constantly get the shitty ass men. I honestly believe every single fucking woman has dealt with a good man and she has treated him like shit. I honestly believe every single fucking woman has been in a relationship, has put a man in the friend zone, has have gone on a date with a good man, and she treated him like shit. So what does that say? That don't mean that you will constantly deserve a good man. So, fuck that shit. What do you guys think? I thought that was a good one.
Question I can answer anecdotally. I'm 6 foot.
Probably gonna stay that way, but I went on a date.
Whiskey, you're crazy. You're crazy. You are crazy with that.
I'm 40 and I'm single and I
I thought this was a good one, so let's check this one out.
I'm 40 and I'm single and I live in a van now, so it's probably gonna stay that way. But I went on a date in Santa Fe and I can finally talk about it. I walked up to the table and the guy's looking at his phone, and then he looks at me and then he looked back down at his phone for like 5 minutes, and that's the first time I should have left. Then he tells me that he's poly and he already has 2 girlfriends, which is fine. Live your life the way you want to, but maybe that would have been nice to know. But the whole time he's hounding me about my accent, and I know it's kind of crazy, but like he was just really focusing in on any kind of words I was saying weird, and it was making me so self-conscious. And I usually don't get self-conscious, but he was making me so self-conscious. And then I reached over my plate of food and a hair fell off of my shirt into the food, and I had to pull it out. Like I had to. So I did, and he was like gagging, and it was so embarrassing. But I had to pull the hair out, right? Then we split the $30 bill, of course. And as we were walking out, he asked me what my first impression of him was, and I was just gonna be nice because I figured I would never see him again. And I was like, oh, I just thought you were really handsome. And I was like, what was your first impression of me? And he said, you have really chaotic energy and crazy hair. And everything that I had been feeling for the past 2 hours just like culminated, and I started crying. Talk about chaotic energy. I gave this guy a hug, like I couldn't control it. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. And I was like, it's okay, just good luck in life. So God just wants me to be single forever, and that is perfectly fine. And I just want to say I was crying because I was tired. I was really tired. I'm 40 and I'm single.
You know, I will say this countless times. What do women think that they qualify for? I'm amazed by women. What do you think you qualify for? What do you think the men that you would want? What do they want? Like look at this objectively. Like, get outside of your body. This is honestly why self-reflection is so important. Get outside of your body. Do you think men will look at this thing? I think a 40-year-old woman that lives in her van is attractive. That's something I want to date. A 40-year-old woman that lives in her van. That's what I want to date. This is like, because if you look at it objectively, it's like you have to put some brain cells into it. A man will say that you're 40, so, and you're still in the dating market, so you've had strings of failures. When dating is so easy for you, you have strings of failures. You've never prioritized having a man. So now that you're still in the dating market in your 40s, you must not have, it's the chance of you having an easy personality, a loving personality, a good personality might not be that high. The chance of you having personal traits that is desirable can't be that high, because you're 40, you're still single, and you're a woman. So you are a red flag. You're a walking, talking red flag. And now add on to the fact that you live in your van. So you definitely need a man to provide for you. You need a man to afford, like, pay for you, to be able to afford you. You need a man to be able to take care of you. You are a burden at 40. It's like, I hope the man that she's dating was 50. Because honestly, it is amazing what women think men deserve. This is what you think men get. This is what you think men would want. This is beyond insane to me.
single and I live in a van now, so it's probably gonna stay that way. But I went on a date in Santa Fe and I can finally talk about it. I walked up to the table and the guy's looking at his phone, and then he looks at me, and then he looked back down at his phone for like 5 minutes.
And here's the thing, she's mid. She's average. Average at best. And at 40, I mean, this is the thing, at 40, you're definitely, the chance of you having kids with her isn't that high. So it's like, great. I'm gonna have to take care of you. You most likely have traumas. Probably won't have kids with you, but you probably still want to get married. It's like there's only downsides. This I've said this before. I've said this countless times before. The few things that women give men: their body, their youth, their femininity. At 40, that femininity, going through life, the experience of life, your femininity, you get more aggressive, you get more masculine. So that's shrunk. Your youth, well, that's pretty much gone. Your body, it's older, most likely used up. So really, men are getting the raw end of the deal. When most likely she, still at 40, living in her van, she probably still has high standards. So, yeah.
And that's the first time I should have left. Then he tells me that he's poly and he already has 2 girlfriends, which is fine. Live your life.
Which is interesting. That's interesting that now, by that statement, that this man already has 2 other women, I'm assuming that this man is doing well in life. I'm assuming that. I mean, it's highly unlikely that this is a bottom of the barrel man that can still get 2 women. So this is the thing. Women are going for at least, I'm assuming, top tier men. When women are at least below average or average at best. This is the problem. Women are not able to regulate or not able to evaluate their standings in the dating market. This is the problem. This is the problem why women say, oh, there's piss in the dating market. No, it's because you don't know how to evaluate your standing in the dating market. The man that this woman, this 40-year-old woman that lives in a van that she qualifies for, is honestly a average to below average man. That's what this woman qualifies for. It's beyond me that this woman thinks that she qualifies for a man that can get 2 girlfriends. Honestly, no. This man, the man that she gets should be, a blue collar man, kind of chubby, below average to looking. So, yeah.
Life the way you want to, but maybe that would have been nice to know. But the whole time he's hounding me about my accent, and I know it's kind of crazy, but like he was just really focusing in on any kind of words I was.
I'll say this: it is funny, but not being obese should be the bare minimum. Not being obese should be the bare minimum for women. Like I said, the few things that men get from women: their body, their youth, their femininity. Well, obesity is part of the body. So the least women can do is not be obese.
And weird, and it was making me so self-conscious, and I usually don't get self-conscious, but he was making me so self-conscious. And then I reached over my plate of food and a hair fell off of my shirt into the food, and I had to pull it out. Like I had to. So I did. And he was like gagged. He was like,
it's like, and it's funny, she has a dog, most likely her dog. This is a woman that she's bought a dog. Well, she'd probably have to be alone for the rest of her life.
gagging, and it was so embarrassing. But I had to pull the hair out, right? Then we split the $30 bill, of course. And as we were walking out, he asked me what my first impression of him was, and I was just going to be nice because I figured I would never see him again. And I was like, oh, I just thought you were really handsome. And I was like, what was your first impression of me? And he said, you have really chaotic energy and crazy hair. And everything that I had been feeling for the past 2 hours just like culminated, and I started crying. Talk about chaotic energy. I gave this guy a hug, like I couldn't control it. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. And I was like, it's okay, just good luck in life. So God just wants me to be single forever.
That's probably her. The chaotic energy.
And that is perfectly fine. And I just want to say I was crying because I was tired. I was really tired. I'm 40.
And that's the thing. Life experience for women is draining for them. They can't handle it. Or they will show how they handle it. It's poor. Especially for the dating market thing. This is why I said life experience for women don't make them more attractive. It just puts more trauma onto them. Life experience is just never, if rarely ever, a good thing for women. So, it's another reason why, honestly, men don't say it. Men don't say it bluntly, but dating older women, that's the problem. That's one of the problems. Not because she's old. It's not necessarily because she's old. It's because life experience does not prove to make them more attractive. Does not prove to make them better partners. So, I don't know. What do you guys think?
I need y'all to let me know if I'm tripping about something, right?
For only about, what, 8% of the entire world.
I mean, this is the thing, right? Whiskey. I've said this. A 40-year-old woman, their standards should be reevaluated. I think, let's say if a woman is 40, to have a better chance of finding a good man, pick a man that's in his 50s. Pick a man that's in his 60s. I mean, to be honest, if you pick a man that's in his 60s, she's 40, he's picking a woman that's in her supposed youth. That's more sensible. Like women that, let's say a woman like that in her 40s, wanting a man that's close to her age. It's like, do you not think that a man close to your age has standards as well? Standards that most likely you don't fit? And that's the thing. A 60-year-old man will have finances that women want. It's just that they're diluted in age. Women have to learn to, this is the problem where women have to learn to evaluate their position in life, in the dating market, better. They need to evaluate their dating market. If you're 40 and still single in the dating market, stop expecting men around your own age. Make your dating easier by picking men extremely older than you. That will help. That'd be more helpful. And for men, as they get older, men generally get better in finances. So finances are doing well. So that's the thing where, this is the thing where women, honestly, things like the Kendra G show is not helping women, where Kendra is not really educating women on how to date better. She lets women say the crazy shit they say, but honestly, you're not helping nobody. You're not helping these women in the dating market. You're just letting women fail. That's it. That's what women are doing. So, great. I mean, that does nothing. Okay, so this might be a little bit hard to watch because it's small, but I wanted to. Yeah, she was, but this is the thing where if you help women, yeah, the Kendra G is like, she's delusional, but this is the problem where no one is helping women out of these delusions. No one. This is why, in my opinion, I've always loved Kevin Samuels. Please tell me. I want to do some old Kevin Samuel reactions because I've learned a lot from that man. He's helped me understand dating market much better. So I want to do that in the future. Yes. So I saw a couple of clips of this, and I want to, check it out and react to. All right. So let's check this one out.
You believe you're a top tier man? By what standard?
By what standard?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'm
one, I'm in a
interested to know.
relationship. I'm not speaking about myself, but if you ask me a direct question, I can answer it anecdotally. I'm 6'4", only about what? 8% of the entire world is 6'4". I make well over 100K a year. Only about, there's niggas if you think about it on a world level, I'm in the top 1%. And I'm black at that if you add that on. So just if you're speaking about those figures, the things that women are attracted to, no, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I'll let you do the math. Go to you.
What is your math saying? Hold on, before we go, what's your math saying?
The conversation alone makes him not ideal or your type, right?
Not ideal for you.
Anybody, right? We're speaking about me. He asked me for my opinion and what my thought was, and that's what I'm giving, just like you, right? If we're speaking anecdotally. The conversation and the words that are coming out of the mouth of someone like you, I would never consider top tier. A top tier man is also a man that is extremely desirable by way of his character. A top tier man is a man who displays a certain level of intellect that allows him to consider other people. A top tier man, they lead with love, not with dictatorship, right? They don't want to control their woman. They want to gently lead their woman. A top tier man creates space for a woman to feel good about herself. A top tier man supports the dreams and the ideas of a woman. A top tier man prioritizes a woman. A top tier man is in leadership and working as hard as he is to give the woman the life of her dreams.
And with all that stuff that you just said, that was just womanese talk. So at the end of the day, what is that?
Womanese is also 6'4", black, attractive. I don't know too many women in my circle who desire a 6'4" man still wearing braids, but
obviously,
there's that.
What was that?
I believe you're.
This is the thing with women. Right? I hope you guys could hear. I hope you guys could hear it. The insanity that women. This is the insanity that women like this wants to insult men. Yeah, a whole lot of nothing. Where a lot of women are ridiculous. Like, no duh. Most women always talk about men's looks and men's money. You don't hear women talk about men's character. At least, not until she's used up. Until she becomes a baby mama of multiple men. Until she's older. Now she's talking about character. Now she's talking about morality. Now she's talking about principle. And she's talking about a man making her a priority, putting her dreams first, making putting her to build her life. Selfishness. That's a real man. Real man focuses on her. And what does that real man get? Divorce. What does that real man get? Cheated on. Now, what does that real man get? Used. Great. Real men get used, get abused, get treated like shit. Absolute ridiculous. Absolute ridiculous. And here's the thing. What Cooley, you guys should check them out. That's Cooley is. He is a host of Fugazi podcast. He was saying top tier man, not saying a good man. This is the thing where women and some people need to understand. High value man, top tier man does not mean he's necessarily a good man. It has nothing to do with his values, his morality. Top tier, high value, it is rarity. It is about rarity, not about personality. Okay? This is something that we need to be able to distinguish. Yes, top tier is on his purpose. Top tier does not make a woman his priority. She's a helpmate. He is a leader. She's a follower. Gently following, all that shit, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. There's more videos to this, so.
There's
a masculine.
There's women who bring no life into this world, but we have power in our femininity.
Go ahead, do it.
There's things that my femininity can handle that your masculinity won't even be able to grasp, right? There's women who bring
I hope this is in order.
no life into this world, but we have power in our femininity.
Go ahead, do it.
There's things that my femininity can handle that your masculinity won't even be able to grasp, right?
Like what?
I could walk in a room and calm everything down with my spirit and my softness.
Yep.
As a man, you are naturally.
Really, if you beautiful.
As a man, you. As a man.
Look, if Whoopi Goldberg ain't calming nothing down, she's ugly.
Your woman's femininity has to be present enough to be able to ease things when you start possessing that fire.
Ugly
When you start
chick not
possessing
calming
that.
nothing down.
Yes,
you gotta be beautiful. That's what I'm talking. That's what the girl's about. Generally speaking. Now maybe old grandma come in, she's like, you know what I mean?
So you only see value in a woman based upon the attractive level that you have towards her.
He sees value in a woman
It's
based
beauty.
on how he can utilize her.
What are you talking about? We were speaking in generalities. Women are valued for their beauty in generalities. The porn industry is the biggest industry. OnlyFans, very huge. It's all beauty.
Do you have
Strip
children?
clubs. What? I have a daughter.
He has
yes.
a daughter.
You have a daughter?
Yes.
He has a daughter. And he
Clutch his
believes
pearls.
that
I have a
women
daughter.
after the age
How
of
old is your daughter?
30 become valueless. And I'm
What?
interested
No,
to
no,
see.
no, no.
That's what
I
you
never
said
said that.
yesterday. You
No,
said
no.
How old is your daughter?
18 to 25 is where they're
Let me
fully
look at her.
vested in their femininity. These are when they're the most valuable. Once they hit that 30, that's that sweet spot where their value begins to decline.
Let me correct you. I said sexual value.
I am interested in what you're going
Sexual
to teach
value.
your daughter about her own worth for when she becomes a woman.
Okay.
This is the thing where women are idiotic. Where women only like to talk to, they talk to react. They talk to respond. They don't listen. I mean, they don't, well, I'm sorry. I said it wrong. They listen to react. They don't listen to understand. When men talk in like these kind of terminology, it's about value in dating market is different as value as a human being. I will teach my daughter the difference between value as a human being and value in the dating market. There's a difference. I've said this countless times before. What men value and what the world values is clearly two different things. What the world values you as a human being is not the same what a man values you. Because honestly, men don't get the same as what the world gets. Men value your beauty, your femininity, your body. That's pretty much it. Yes, your personality, but I think that's part of your femininity. Because that's what men get. That's what women give them. So that is what men value. Plain and simple. Women need to be able to distinguish the two.
Women who bring no life into this world, but we have power in our femininity.
Go ahead, do it.
There's things that my femininity can handle that your masculinity won't even be able to grasp, right?
Like what?
I could walk in a room and calm everything down with my spirit and my softness.
Yep.
As a
Really? Do you think women are soft nowadays? I honestly, just by these two women, I don't sense a feeling of softness in them.
A masculine man, he normally has options because most women want a masculine man. So since he has options, it's like, well, I can get a chick that's super feminine. Why would I get this rambunctious chick that's going to not agree with everything or that's going to give me a headache?
But I think that getting the woman, in the way that you defined it, getting a woman that's less feminine is also getting a woman that is a little out of your tax bracket. But I think that if you are the man who's making whatever amount of money, right, and you attract a woman who's making an equal amount of money, I think that it's not her fault that she embodies these qualities that come with her making this amount of money. I think that it goes to the leader as the man, and if you're able to enter her situation and offer her something that she's attracted to, that she believes she should be submitting to and, you know, following your leadership, I think that that's all pointed back at the man. I don't think that that's necessarily pointed at the woman.
If she knows her role, she needs to follow her role.
But what's
and
her
I
role?
think that women,
What's the role?
and I think that women that have these characteristic traits, generally speaking, don't know their role and can't follow their role. They're unruly individuals
So I
in a
wanna ask you this.
relationship
I wanna
standpoint.
ask you this.
I mean, they're great to work with.
What's your
No,
role?
I mean, great to work with.
Because I want to ask the women, what is your role? I mean,
I'm interested to know what you think our role is.
I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you more so of like, what do you think an ideal?
Which one you want me to answer?
I'd like to know that.
Okay. What is a woman's role? A woman's role is to be a helpmate to a man.
Okay.
A woman's role is to be an asset instead of a liability. A woman's role is to add value to that man outside of sex. It isn't just all about sex. It isn't just all about cooking and cleaning. It's about nurturing. It's about praying for that man. I'm a masculine man. When I get sick, I want a nice, warm, feminine woman talking to me with the most feminine voice. Baby, everything is going to be okay. And god dang, I feel a little bit okay. But if you masculine a little out there like, nigga, you all right?
Get
you
up.
be okay.
I don't think that's directly
happening?
associated. Yeah, that's not directly associated.
It's
with...
a little bit exaggerated, of course.
It's very exaggerated.
I'm being charismatic to a degree.
Well, yeah.
well,
Again, these are just little snippet topics that, you know, I wanted to show because I thought they were interesting. But yes, I mean, this is the thing where the sadness is that a lot of women don't really know their role. Because in the honestly with how women are nowadays, they are argumentative. They are combative. They are the strong, independent women. They do not know how to be a helpmate to a man. And here's the thing. This is the problem. Young women think that they understand of being, you know, because they still have the femininity, the softness of youth. So they pick the wrong man to entertain. They pick the wrong man to entertain. They pick the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the Bad Boys, the players, you know, the Chads, the Tyrones. They pick the wrong man. They vet the wrong man. Now the wrong man has abused her, has lied to her, has treated her like shit, has made her a baby mama. Turn her into women like this, who's argumentative, combative, who don't know how to compromise, who don't know how to treat a man, treat a certain type of man well. And that is the problem that we're seeing more and more nowadays. So the role of women this is the insanity. The role of women is not what it used to be. But women still expect men to follow their role.
do you agree it's give and take in a relationship?
That's totally fine, but we're speaking about, and so you moving the goalposts again, we are speaking specifically, because this is what the conversation's happening, we're speaking specifically about leadership. Now, if we're speaking about other things in a relationship, that's a little much different. Yeah, a woman can say, oh, no, honey, I really don't want to eat this tonight. I really don't, can we not go there? It's like, okay, baby, yeah, we'll figure something out.
But let me ask you this, to that point, let's say you want to eat somewhere and she doesn't. Where do you go to eat?
If I want to eat somewhere and she doesn't?
You want to eat at this restaurant, she doesn't want to go to that restaurant. What decision do you make as the leader?
I don't even ask my chick what she want to eat. I take my chick to the place where we eating.
My pearls.
Okay. All right. What's your...
You think I'm about to ask her?
Let's take a break.
She don't even know what she want to eat.
Let's go to the women for a second. You guys have been watching this conversation for about 6 minutes now. What's your initial thoughts?
I believe that the most important thing in relationships is alignment.
Yes.
Because there is a woman out there that wants all of that.
Yep.
I think that the problem is that a lot of men who think this way try to force women who are not in alignment with them to be in alignment. Mm-hmm. And moving further, earlier you said men are demonized for having standards. I personally believe that it's not the fact that y'all have standards or preferences even. A lot of men believe that if a woman is not their type, that she shouldn't be anybody else's type. Mm-hmm. And it ultimately goes down to, if I'm not attracted to this woman, then that must mean nobody else should be attracted to her. And that's why you have so many men speaking on women they would never date.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like, I wouldn't be in alignment with you, but I'm always the topic of your conversation to a point. How many times men say they won't date single mothers, but always talking about us?
That's because this is the thing. Great. She brought that example. So I want to date single mothers, but they're always talking about us. But here's the thing: what type of men single mothers are asking for? This is the problem. What type of men these women are asking for? Even though these women are saying that, don't talk about these women if you are not asking for these. But what type of women are? I mean, what are these women? What type of men they're asking for? They're asking for the providers, the masculine men. They're asking for these types of men. That is why these men are saying these shit. That's the insanity of a lot of women, where they don't understand. It's not that men are just talking about women that, they wouldn't date. They should stop talking about. No, it's because these women think that they qualify or want these types of men. How many times you see on the Kendra G show, Kevin Samuels, women are asking for 6-figure men. Do you think 6-figure men are, in general, their followers or their leaders? You think in general 6-figure men are, it's like not masculine, they're submissive? It's like you got to understand like what type of men you're asking for.
How many times women say they won't date a short man, but always talking about them? I don't like a man who makes a certain amount of money. I don't like this. I don't like that. It's not that y'all have standards or preferences. It's that y'all believe that if someone does not fit your standard or preference, that they are not worthy of love from anybody.
No. Do you agree? It's given.
It's not. This is the thing. It's not. I would say it's not. You're not worthy of love from anybody. Is that you need to reevaluate what you're asking for. It's because the men that you're asking for is the men that are giving you critiques. That's the thing. That's the thing where women gotta understand. Yes, they do want 6-figure tricks. I do agree with that.
Point. You want a leader, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, you want a leader too, right? Ma'am.
I do.
Okay, you want a leader. So if you want something, you want a leader, then obviously you must follow that man's lead. Like by default, you must follow that man's lead. Now, this doesn't mean that, like, no one's saying that, like what you said, like, we want alignment and stuff like that, and alignment has to match there.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all fine
So
and
if you
dandy.
see a
People
woman
can be aligned.
Okay, so the thing about the modern woman, because the original question is the modern woman afraid to let the man lead. If you see the modern woman needs a modern man's level of thinking, that she needs a little bit more patience, that she needs a little bit more show, that you can lead me these areas, you know that a traditional woman would be more your type, right? A woman that believes automatically I'm going to follow your lead because you're the man without question. But the modern woman, who is we're talking about in this conversation, show me first. I need to trust you first, and then I'm going to follow you. So with that thinking, would you go after the modern woman to try to say, is something wrong with y'all, or just go and find a traditional woman who don't have that pushback? Because as a modern woman, we need a little bit more patience. As a modern woman, we are the breadwinners in our household. As a modern woman, we have experienced this world a lot without y'all.
And guess what? These modern women don't get masculine chicks. They don't qualify. Girls that are modern women don't qualify for the top tier men usually. That's just a fact.
I disagree.
No, they qualify for recreational use only. They'll smash those single moms. They'll smash those chicks in the club and stuff, but they don't wife them up. You got no ring. You got no true commitment because you don't qualify, man. These niggas lie to you. Like I said, like if you want to get rich, you lie to people that want to.
Yo, Logical Faith, you're amazing. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love, bro. They're quick to define what a real man is. They don't say he's not my type, but he's someone else's type. But when it comes to them, they avoid accountability at all costs. Facts. I agree. This is the thing where women don't understand. Modern day women say, she's like, you need more patience. Okay, great. But then stop asking for a leadership type of man. Stop asking for these type of men, because here's the thing. If you want these types of men, you need to qualify for them. The entitlement to think that you're asking for these type of men, but they need to qualify for you. No, that's not how it works. This is why a lot of women are saying they're pissed in the dating pool, because honestly, they are not qualifying for the men that they want. They're not qualifying for a long-term commitment for the men that they want. That's why that woman in the jeans just like laughing, because she knows it. She can't handle it.
Be lied to. If you want to make a living, you tell the truth to people that want to be told the truth to. If you want to be broke, you tell the truth to people that want to be lied to. I'm not in a business. I don't care about going broke. I'm here to tell the truth. So you modern, no, you listen. You modern day women just don't qualify for the top tier men, and that is the truth.
Okay.
Point. You want a leader, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. You want a leader too, right?
So I thought that was interesting. I always like Cooley's takes. I'm probably gonna do more of sometimes his videos, so please watch out for that. I always like his takes. I think he's from what I saw, I think he's an upstanding man. So I think it would be good to check him out. So I hope you guys would like that. Yes, it's only snippets. Okay, I can't find full videos of it. It is what it is. I think they keep it behind a paywall and shit like that. So it is what it is. I thought it was interesting, so I hope you guys like that one. I love the liveliness in the chat. I love that. It's awesome.
Oh my god, I did the worst thing ever.
And I'm
I'm trying to look for if there's anything else.
What's like one?
All right, let's check. I thought these are 2 clips, so I thought they were interesting. So let's check these 2 clips out. Let's check these 2 clips out, and then we'll end on these 2 clips.
Thing that you guys wish men did more of.
I love chivalry. A chivalrous man, love.
I don't believe that one bit.
Flowers, they're so important.
Is that even for like y'all not dating yet? It just
First date, bring flowers. What?
First date, bring flowers?
Every day, bring flowers. Bring flowers all the time. Love it. It's important. Always important to bring flowers.
That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. So y'all like, is nice guys not finishing last for y'all?
No.
No, that hesitation was kind of crazy though.
I agree.
Yeah. Nice guys be finishing last. So why did that bring flowers if the nice guys finish last though?
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
The world may never know.
Bring flowers. Bring flowers. Be a good guy, be a nice guy, and just bring flowers. That's all I gotta say.
We don't call women stupid enough.
What is it about like the complicated men that's like attractive to girls?
I think it's like the chase, like the not knowing what you're thinking that I just like want to know. It's more like the immature mindset. I think now that we're graduated, we're out of that. So hopefully
past that phase.
That's a damn lie.
What's like one?
That's why men constantly say never listen to women about dating. Never listen to women. Only follow their actions. Don't listen to what women say. Listen to what women do. Listen to their actions. Follow their actions, because it's absolutely insane. It's like, oh, get flowers, but you know what? I'm not into nice guys. Awesome. That's great. That makes a lot of sense. This is the insanity that women spew out. And this is why the dating market has piss in it. Because it's this shit mentality right here. Yes. 100%. Dating, life, money, nor business. Never listen to them. Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I would agree. I would agree. But definitely don't listen to women about dating. Almost nothing women say when it comes to the dating market makes any sense. It doesn't even make sense to them, but they just like to say shit.
I like nice guys.
Stop the cap. What about your exes? Were they assholes?
No, they're both nice.
So why'd you break up with them?
Gotcha, bitch. That's a good question.
Wait.
How do you know I broke up with them?
Because I know.
Well, I like nice guys.
That's the insanity with women. This is why I've said this before, that I love the internet. Well, one of the things why I love the internet is that it has shown women's hypocrisy. It has shown women that the true because this is the thing. Men have always believed this. Men have always believed this shit. Always. It's just that men never had logical faith. You are crazy, bro. Thank you. Thank you for the love. You just cannot date idealistically anymore. They are 100% conditional participants while expecting men to be 100% unconditional. They're 100% transactional. Can't take the majority of them seriously. 100% fact. I agree with it. That is the thing. That is yes. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for the support. Thank you. But I that is 100% fact. I agree. It's that men are always stuck in the confinement of their roles, while women are allowed to break out of their supposed shackles. But men are always expected to be men, because you always constantly hear women say what real men are, what real men are, what real men are. You never hear men tell women what real women are. Because society, we allow women to be whatever they want to be. But men are always confined to the box that society and women put men into. And this is why I've said, where, like I was saying, why I love the internet, that we are breaking out of that mode. We are not letting women control the narrative. We're not letting women control the narrative. Men are now having a voice, and is being heard, and men are getting together and understanding that we can now see, because back, like, we always think that, yes, these ideologies, these thoughts have always been in men, but now you have physical proof. The hypocrisy of women, the delusions of women. Now you have that proof showing you the insanity of women. So that's what I love about it. That's what I love about it. But what do you guys think? I think it was interesting. So yeah, what do you guys think? But yeah, hope you guys like that one. So yes, I like exactly. Even the Tom Brady thing. The Tom Brady's, wealthy men, good-looking men. It don't matter. It don't matter. Women will pick and choose who they wanted to destroy. That is the insanity. But yes. So I hope you guys. I think tonight was a good live. Thank you guys for joining. I am so humbly thankful for all the support. Logical Faith, you are crazy. Thank you for the support. I'm also thankful for 15 people watching. That is amazing. I love that. I love that there were so many people on tonight. You guys are amazing. Mystic, Bryce, Whiskey, Skull Nation, Logical Faith, you're a man. You're the man. Parasocial was here. Alvi was here for a minute. You know, let's see, anyone else? Everyone else who Terminator was here for a minute. Thank you guys for stopping by. You guys are amazing. Fortnite, Alvi. Yo, thank you for watching me while you're playing Fortnite. I love it. I love it. It's amazing. Whiskey, you're crazy. You're crazy. At 61, you are a hoot. You're a hoot. Guys, love you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for joining tonight. Yeah. You guys are amazing. Hope you guys had a good night. Hope you guys enjoyed the live with me. Hope you guys have a good rest of the night. All right. So, and we are. I also want to say, if you guys recently joined, thank you, because hitting, 3,600, great milestone. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get at least 4K by the end of the year. Thank you. Thank you guys for all the support. Thank you guys for all the help. You guys are amazing. Love you guys. You guys are my brothers. Remember that. You guys are my brothers. So, later, guys. Yeah, Skull, thank you. I'm loving the machine is growing. Later, guys.